So what is one of the best ways to see how accurate a key machine is in the real world? Now, you might have guessed it, but one of the best ways is to cut best keys. Okay, maybe that's not as funny as I hoped it would be, but nonetheless, best keys have a very tight tolerance. And so a lot of times you're gonna find that it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And they can be one of the most frustrating keys to cut, period, outside of using like a punch machine. So I figure let's have some fun with the Triton. Let's see what it can do with best keys. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of ugly. I don't know, let's find out. And well, let's just have some fun. Let's get after it. All right, so what we're gonna do here on the menu is we're gonna go to single-sided. Go down here to just best, right here. And then here are our options. We have SFIC, a 2 system, a 3, a 4, and then a 6 or a 7 cut. So we're gonna be doing a 2 7. Let's get it there. We'll click right here. All right, and so is what we'll do, just to have a little bit more fun, let's decode this existing key. What keyway is this? F keyway. Let's go ahead and decode it, and then we'll cut a key, and then, well, we'll try it. So let's go ahead and get it put in here. So when I go ahead and put the key in here, this can be a little tricky, and the truth is, the first couple times I cut a key, it got me, and it took me a minute to figure it out. And that is, okay, let me back up here. Let's look at the menu. Okay, we go to the, let's put it in here. Is what you're gonna see here, right, is that it is a tip stop, right? Which it makes sense, there's no shoulder stop on this. But you see, they actually have the tip stop here going to the tip of the key, which typically is correct. I feel like I'm saying typically too much, but on best keys, as you can see right here, this is the actual shoulder stop, not the tip. So the tip stop's technically right here. And if you don't align it right there, well, guess what? It's not gonna work. Trust me, I've done it a few times here. So is what you have to do is you have to kind of get a little weird here. It's not too difficult though. And so normally, let me just show you how, let's see if I can do this with my hands not in the way. So if I were just to get this tip stop in here, there we go, to the back, and you'd push it in, right? That's how you'd normally tip stop a key, just like that, right? But in this case, we can't do that. Is what we have to do is this, is we're going to actually put the tip stop in like this, okay? And by put it in like that, we're going to bypass the normal stop, and we're gonna stop right there on the shoulder like that. So what's happening is the actual tip is going past the tip stop, and we're stopping on the little shoulder stop there like we need to here. So now that we got that good, I'm gonna take that out, we'll tighten it down. As you can see, it holds it nice and flat, which is very important on these type of keys. We'll go down there and we'll hit decode. You know, one of the best parts about having a machine that can automatically decode and cut best keys is that you can spend your time doing other stuff as well. Maybe working on some other project or even sipping some coffee. All right, so it went ahead and decoded it. So what we'll do here is we'll take this key out. I got a nice blank key sitting right here, and we'll go ahead and get it put in. Get the tip stop put in there properly. All right. And we're gonna hit cut. Now this is a nickel silver key, all right, and it actually comes factory at 15. I just slowed it down to 10, 11, just to help it. Once again, we have all the options on the cutters, which is absolutely great. If you end up breaking one or can't find one, you can adjust it. But we're good to go here, so let's cut it. All right, so it cut it. Let's go ahead and pull it out here. Kind of look at it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna buff it really quick. It's really important on when you cut a key like this on a machine like this, is just to buff it really quick. It's always nice. The last thing you want is those little tiny shavings to get stuck in one of these locks here. So let me do that really quick. All right, and then the moment of truth here. Look at that. All right, so let's talk about the good. The good part is that the Triton can cut best keys, and they work. However, like I showed you on that, the actual tip stop there, that's a little goofy because, well, a lot of times, right, the tip stop is the tip stop, but we know with best keys, it's actually like the little bottom shoulder stop that happens to be by the tip of the key. So you're gonna be pleasantly disappointed if you just use the tip stop and not the actual stop at the front of the key there. So you could do it, not that big of a deal, but it would be nice if it was a little easier maybe. Now let's talk about maybe what is not so good. And it was really a dead giveaway on the menu. If you remember when we looked through the menu really quick, you'll see that there is the options for the A2 system, A3 and A4, and then a 6-pin and a 7-pin for each different system there. But what you didn't see is any options for the W series of best keys, right? The WA, WB, WC. Now I went ahead and I cut some and I tried to get it all, try to understand and figure it all out, and this is what I found. Look at this. It does not cut the entire key because they're so darn thick. And so that's definitely something that needs to change so the whole key can get cut. And I think at the same time, there should be an option for a shoulder stop on that one as well, because, well, there's a shoulder stop and there is a bottom tip stop. And so due to the configuration of how that key has to get tip stopped into the jaw, it would be really nice just to be able to use that shoulder stop there and get those done. And I think it's actually a really big opportunity because with the punch machines, really nothing really cuts the best W series easily outside of the Frame and Key Express. So to have this automated on the Triton machine would be absolutely amazing. And I really think the best part is that to get the W series keys cut on the Triton, I don't think that much work needs to be done by Triton to make it happen. So hopefully that will be happening soon. Those updates will come out, and well, when they do, if they do, and if they do or when they do, I will do a follow-up video and we'll test it out together. So in closing, will the Triton cut best keys? Yes, it will cut the standard keys. Although you gotta make sure you put that tip stop in properly to get that bottom shoulder to be lined up, or you will be sadly disappointed. But I'd love to know what you think and what your experience is in the comments below. And make sure that you include the hashtag Lockboss to win one of 5 free prizes we give away each week here on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.